Hello everybody, welcome back to Torchlight. We're back. I had to take a break from recording. You guys wouldn't have noticed because I record episodes in bulk because that's kind of how I do things. But I had to take a break because I was ill. Isn't it fun? It was really annoying. My some of the people I live with, one of them had a cold for like the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I was perfectly fine. Didn't even seem to affect me in the slightest. And then it was last Friday. It's about a week ago now, and I had a bit of a sore throat. But I didn't think it was like a proper sore throat. I thought what had happened, because it was quite, it was actually quite painful. And I thought what I'd done, through the portal, thought what I'd done is that... Oh, I've got all of them already. That's nice. How's my inventory looking? Bum, bum, bum. Nope. Nope. And... Nope. See, I thought what I'd done was to... I'm going to nip back to town, I think, to sell all this stuff off before I continue on downwards. Yeah, so what happened was I had a sore throat, and I thought that I'd just like swallowed something a bit sharp, and it wasn't like a normal sore throat. It was just like, you know, it was literally just like I'd swallowed something really, really sharp, and had just cut the back of your throat. You know, sometimes if you swallow something that's a bit sharp, like a crisp that just happens to catch the back of your throat, you just get a little cut and it hurts really painfully every time you swallow. It was just like that, right? And don't need that. That's what it was, and I didn't really think much of it, frankly. I thought, oh no, you know, I cut myself while I was eating, not a problem. You know, accidents happen all the time. I honestly didn't think, oh god, I've gone and got a cold. I was not thinking that at all, honestly. So it's actually been a couple of weeks since I played on this, so give me some time to play catch up. Because I was going to do some more recording last week, but of course, cold prevented me from doing so. Isn't it fun?
You recovered the glyphs so quickly. Your power is growing, my friend.
Yay.
I will open the last rune gate, but please be cautious. The blighted ember creates abominations. There's no telling what monstrosities lay on the other side. I can't bear to stay in these corrupted tunnels much longer. Find me in Torchlight when you've finished.
Was. Can't even be bothered to hang around. Leave me to do all the work for her. Bloody NPCs, honestly. Yeah, so I sound a little more nasally than normal because I've still got a blocked nose. I'm over most of the cold, but I cannot seem to shake the blocked nose. It's annoying. Other than that, I'm okay. Still got a bit of a cough. But I mean, it's nothing too serious. Like nothing I haven't had before. I'm very susceptible to cold. I've always freaking got them. Or at least I used to be very susceptible to cold. I don't know if it's like growing up I've got like better immunities or something, or maybe it's the fact that I'm allowed to get flu vaccines on a yearly basis. I don't know which one it is, but I don't actually get colds as often as I used to, which I was perfectly happy with till I actually went and got another one, didn't I? Go figure. But I'm okay, I'm recovering slowly. So I'm just about well enough to do another couple hours of recording. I almost said streaming then. Not quite streaming. No, I couldn't stream last week. Me and Zero were going to finish off Resident Evil 5. Now, I gotta say, it will be nice to finally cross that game off my to-complete list. But I can honestly say I'm not really enjoying my time with it. I mean, it was kind of fun at first, until they started up with all the bullshit. Really bad gameplay decisions and just general bad gameplay, you know.
My inventory is full.
Already? Jeez Louise. Let's do the inventory shuffle. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Actually, what is that? 131. No, we're fine. Excellent. Nope. Nope. You can really go for huge chunks of time just not equipping anything. It's kind of weird how this whole random thing sort of works.
Your pet has departed.
Anyway, send him off. Anything over there? See, even ill, I'm pretty good at this sort of game. I have no idea how many... I can't remember how many levels there are to this. I keep thinking it's 35, but I could be wrong. But, I mean, half the levels aren't even numbered anyway, so it's almost impossible to actually tell. Not a problem. Big trees are no match for giant balls of electricity. You'd think that wouldn't be the case, but what are you going to do? Actually, yeah, if you think about it, you'd think... I know, I suppose lightning does strike trees. And it pretty much makes them just explode. I have actually heard lightning strike a tree. It was loud. It was very loud. Used to live at this, or should I say this sort of small wooded area used to back onto our house where I lived when I was a kid. And yeah, just every once in a while, if there was a thunderstorm, which you don't get many of these days. I don't know if it's like climate change stuff or what, but you don't get any proper thunderstorms in this part of the UK anymore. You really don't. Ooh, rumble.
If this shaking continues, it will destroy the town and collapse the tunnels. Something massive must be stirring below. But I can't imagine what could do this. Go, find the source of these quakes and put an end to them. Something is trying to slow us down. It fears us. I take heart in that.
I don't. And then you just fuck off and leave me to it again. So nice to be the one that everybody relies on. I suppose in a way it's nice to be wanted. I guess. Nope, none of that. Okay, let's keep going. Continuing onwards. I forgot to set my timer for this episode again.
Water pours from the ruins above and falls down into oblivion. These caverns are lost to time, primal. The ember veins change as I descend, shifting colors, first hidden, then gleaming and glittering. It fascinates me now, as it did when I was young. Even the blight seems more pure here. My experiment may have succeeded if I had used ember from deeper in the mountain, closer to the source. There is still the corruption, of course, but with endless life, that becomes a small matter. Perhaps I will gain more here than I ever imagined.
Ooh, he's going insane. Clearly. Yeah, looking at it, this very much reminds me of Skyrim, doesn't it? It looks like the Falmer layers. good job the dogs were good at what you do, because I'm rubbish at it. Yeah, die. Die already. I'm gonna have to just guess at how long this episode's gonna be, I'm afraid. I really need to remember that more often. Wait, I can talk to you. Yeah, have a bunch of stuff so I can take all your gold. Hello. Replenish my stock of identity scrolls. No complaints from me. You actually got anything worthwhile? Map scroll. Right click to open a portal to a lost dungeon. I do enough side questing as it is without deliberately doing one of those, so I think I'll be okay.
You have sprung a trap.
Good job it didn't actually affect me then. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Where to go?
You have gained in experience.
Woo! Die already. Right, let's just clean the area out and then we'll level up. The grounds are rumbling for some reason. Is that the earthquakes again? Or is that something else? I will say this one thing I do hate about this level type is that it's almost impossible to tell which way you are and aren't supposed to go in order to move forward. Right. What was I thinking? That's right, level up. Nope, still can't upgrade that. Okay, so we got armor skill, adventurer. Let's do the last one of that. Let's see what my stats actually look like with all their boosted things. So that's what they look like. Well, dexterity and magic are quite high. You could upgrade strength a bit more. Yeah, that'll do it.
That is impossible.
Yeah, there we go. Why was that impossible? That was weird. Three. Lots of stuff. Lots of completely pointless and useless stuff that will only ever be sold to get me lots of money that I will in turn never use. That's the problem with that's the problem with a lot of RPGs when you actually think about it. I mean, they're tricky at the beginning, but by the time you get to the end of the game, you're kind of rolling into stuff. That's the problem with a lot of games, actually. Balancing is really freaking tricky. Just an aside. But yeah, I should really think of something to talk about. You know, I did have stuff I was thinking about. I should talk about that. Oh yeah, maybe I'll talk about that. And it's completely gone from my mind because I'm only sort of half here at it today. But yeah. Let's see. Like I said, this is a problem with this. I don't know where the hell I'm going half the time.
You have sprung a trap.
Really don't.
You have triggered a trap.
And another trap. Just that was it. Nothing there. That was pointless. See, I was going the right way in the first place. If you're wondering if I'm going to play Torchlight 2, I probably will at some point. I already know the next couple of games I'm going to let's play. I've got a small, sort of short, sort of classic game lined up next. And then after that I've got, or at least I'm planning, sort of modern / indie type game. Which should be quite good. Or maybe it won't be, I don't know, because that one's going to be a blind let's play. I'll have played the sort of small retro game before. I'll give you the details about that at the time. Keep going. Bloody flying bats. Yeah, kill everything. Kill it with arrows.
Gained fame.
My inventory is full.
Already? Fame. That means I gotta what's it, didn't it? What else we got? Oh, that could have candy. Yeah, let's increase the pet stuff because he's gonna have to start doing things. And if he doesn't, I'm in trouble. Let's see, don't need any of that. I hope I'm not being too boring for you. I'm trying to, I'm trying to be very careful at the moment because, yeah, why not? Because, obviously, because I'm still like recovering everything, or recovering from everything, I should say. Admittedly, I'm not 100% yet, so my mind is even slower than normal. So I'm trying to balance, sort of not talking too much because I don't want to sound even more like a moron than I already am, with talking enough to keep you guys interested. And I'll be honest, it's not always that easy, you know? We got, like, quests or something. 414. Floor 14. I'm on 17. I was supposed to kill something at floor 14? That can't be a good sign. Oh, bollocks. Now I'm going to have to go back and do that. Oh, bugger. I'll do that now. Shit. I don't remember missing a giant creature on floor 14. Anyway, just noticed I'm totally out of time for this episode. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.